Why does it seem like at some point everybody that's kind of successful in the business space online starts to sell a course? I'm going to explain to you why the course and info product model is probably one of the best models compared to anything else. And I have an example below where we run the numbers, and I'll give you guys a realistic expectation of how to actually get started with this. This is coming from me. My name is Nick. I'm the owner of Launch Socials. We've run multiple backends of these course kind of info coaching operations. We've grown our own. We sell our own. And I've kind of dissected basically everybody in the industry just to see what's working, what's not working, stuff like that. I want to break the numbers down for you guys so you understand why everybody is actually selling courses, okay? Now, look, I have some names written here. You got like Tony Robbins, like Jay Belfort, Jordan Belfort. We got Cardone, we got Tate, like all these big names that sell courses. I'll tell you this. I know for a fact that Cardone is doing like 200 mil a year. Tate's probably the same. Tony Robbins is probably the same. I'm not sure where Belfort is, but what I'm telling you is the numbers are huge. Okay, the numbers are huge. Now, before we get into breaking down those numbers and why it actually does make sense to sell courses and why people do it, even people that you respect, and I'm not going to, look, I don't think selling courses is a bad thing. I'm just going to tell you that, you know, it is what it is. It's part of the industry. It's been a thing forever. It's going to be a thing forever where people buy education. And info and all that. You can have your opinions on it, and I think a lot of the opinions come from this, and this is what I said but first, because I want to preface the numbers with this. There are a difference between scammers and legitimate people. Scammers are people that lie about their experience. They take money and they don't deliver. They have fake testimonials. FTC goes after these types of people. You do not want to be in the scammer category, and you shouldn't be in the scammer category. If you're watching this right now and you're like, well, how can I figure out how to sell the course and then not deliver anything, and how can I just sell something? It's fake. You're a fraud, okay? Don't do that. The legit people, okay, are people that have actually done what they're selling, okay? There's no fake numbers, okay? There's no high-pressure sales tactics like, yeah, get in and I guarantee this and that when you don't actually guarantee. You can't lie to people. These people not only lie about their experience, they lie in general, okay? And they're fully compliant with the FTC on the legitimate side, okay? Because the FTC is starting to crack down on course and info type of businesses, and you simply have to be compliant. Like, there's nothing to worry about there as long as you're legitimate and compliant. But it seems that this industry is full of people that are scammers, and so if you sell a course, you sell info, you kind of get lumped into that by a lot of people, and it's not the case. There are plenty of people that you've never heard of that are making millions of dollars selling info, and they are 100% legit. 100% legit. And I'm going to explain to you why it's the best business model. So, look, let's look at an e-com business versus an info biz. And when I give you this example, I'm giving you this example with the idea that the guy that started this info biz also has a successful e-com brand. So he is legitimate. He's a legitimate guy that's actually done it. There's no fake numbers. There's no like Fugazi story or whatever. This is real, okay? So his e-com brand, let's say it does 10 million yearly sales, and I also split the info biz in half. I put it at 5 million yearly sales just to show you guys like how the numbers work even if the revenue is cut in half. So e-com biz, 10 million yearly sales. We're going to assume a 30% margin. Many e-com margins are closer to 20, 25%, but we'll assume 30%. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He has to reinvest half of that money that he makes into inventory. So he comes out with 3 here, but half of that's going back into inventory pretty conservatively. And so he's left with 1.5 mil in profit, and this half happens so the business can continue growing and existing, okay? He's left with 1.5 mil profit, and he has to pay 40% taxes on that 1.5, so he's left with 900K take home, which evens out to about 75 grand per month in profit on the e-com side. But let's say he's like, you know what? I did 10 mil this year, so good. I'm going to start a YouTube plus an IG, and I'm just going to like document my process and share my results with people and teach them more about what I got going on and how to start e-com for themselves. And I'll sell like a coaching program. Okay, cool. So how the numbers work out is like, let's say he gets to 5 mil yearly sales. Honestly, if someone's doing 10 mil and they set up their IG and their YouTube right, they can go and do 8 figures a year. I've seen it many, many times. and they can crush it. But we'll keep it at 5 for the example, right? Just to really illustrate to you guys. Let's say the margins are 70%, and he's going to reinvest 10% of that into growth. So 70% on this is 3.5. That means 350 goes back into growth. Over here was 750, just for reference. And, or not 750, it was 1.5. Anyway, 350 goes back into growth because what is it? Ads, it's, some employees, stuff like that. Make sure, things run smoothly. He's left with 3.15 mil profit. After 40% taxes, there is a 1.89 mil take home. So you're already double. Your overall profit is already double the e-com brand versus with half the yearly sales, which is $157K a month in take-home profit after tax, everything. And so effectively, he just tripled his monthly income simply by documenting his e-com business. This is why info works so well. This guy, in this example that I gave, based on the numbers, basically gave himself a $2 million a year raise, 1.89, we'll round it to 2 $2 million a year raise in this example, just because he went on YouTube, he went on Instagram, he put a landing page together, and he put a coaching program together and put a coach in there and a sales team, whatever, and all that. But he documented the process. He gave himself a $2 million a year raise for documenting the process, okay? And let's say we projected 10 here. Let's say this was, instead of 5, this was 10 mil, okay, up here. It would have been a $4 million a year. Ooh, not the eraser. We don't want to do that. Let's come back. Here we go. It would have been a $4 million a year raise on that money. And so he would have added 314K a month. Let's say he did get to 10 mil over here. At that point, you can see the vast majority of his income is coming from the course stuff. This is why people sell courses. The margins, okay? Let's look at it. The margins, okay? The amount you need to reinvest, how easy it is. It is genuinely easy to sell courses if you're legit, you're authentic, you tell people the truth, you don't bullshit. It is genuinely easy. Like this, I can come on here, I can make a video every single day, I can talk about my experience, I can talk about what we've done, I can talk about people that we have worked with, and we're going to get a lot of traction. This is like the 3rd or 4th video I've sat down to make. After 100 videos, we're going to get a lot of traction. That's easy because I can speak directly from my experience. I can come on here every day. I can come on here 5 times a day and make a unique video. It's easy because I've done it before. I have the experience. Okay, so if you have the experience, it's easy. And I don't have to reinvest a crazy amount. And the margins are ridiculous compared to basically every other business. What other business are you able to get 60, 70% margins? Sometimes more. I've seen people that only run organic and they get like 80% margins, right? Anyway, that's a different discussion for a different day. We can talk about margins in a different video. I'll probably make one on it. But you guys get the idea. Break down the numbers. If you have something that's successful right now, like an e-com business, okay, drop shipping is e-com, Amazon FBA, or a marketing company, or you sell cars. You have a car dealership and you want to teach people how to get into the business, whatever. Info is the best way to augment that. The best way to do it. So like if you have an expertise of any kind, you simply, and you make money with it, right? You make money with it. Or, maybe you're a doctor. I don't know. And you can sell info to help people get healthier. That's another route. Or like fitness or whatever. But you get the idea. Like you have an expertise of any kind that you already make money with. I guarantee you can make more money with it if you start selling that expertise and package it up and build a brand and sell info. I guarantee it, and this example is proof of that. And honestly, like, what is it? If he was doing 2.5 here, let's say he's just doing 2.5, which would be a quarter of the 10 mil here, he would still double. He would still make an extra 75K a month, right? Which doubles his income. It's a no-brainer because it's simply a documentation of the things he's already great at and already doing. He just has to get on camera and talk about it. That's it. That's simple. And bonus, he gets to build his personal brand at the same time, connect with a bunch of people, build this whole crazy network, all of that. That's why people do it. That's why people sell courses, because it makes sense from a numbers standpoint. And as long as people are buying it, and as long as it makes sense from a profitability number standpoint, people will keep selling courses and info. It's that simple. So look, guys, if you want help selling courses and info and packaging up your expertise, we help people do that at Launch Socials. We help you grow, we help you package it up, we help you sell it. And we consult you on the entire process, build you a custom plan, and hold your hand through the entire process. If you want help doing that, go down below, submit an application, and we can see if we can work together one-on-one, build you the custom plan, hold your hand through the entire process. And look, if you just like this video or you're just checking us out, make sure you hit the subscription button down below. Again, my name is Nick. I'm the owner of Launch Socials. We upload a video like this almost every day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.